Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell you how to arrange the content topic wise in Google Classroom. We all are using Google Classroom, but what we are doing, we are placing all our contents at one place. So by doing so, the students, they are finding it difficult to correlate a particular content with a particular topic. So what we have to do, we have to first create a topic like we have in our books, and then contents related to that particular topic we have to place inside that particular content. It can be video content, it can be your link to a particular topic, or it can be your audio file, or it can be a PowerPoint presentation, or it can be a PDF file. Everything should be related to a particular topic, and content related to a particular topic should be in a particular topic. So that means we have to place the content according to the topic, and the procedure for that is like over here. Now I have opened the Google Classroom. Now first I am going to open class 10th. Generally what we do whenever we are assigning a task or we want to provide some data or the information to the student, we click on classwork, we click on create, and then if you want to give some assignment, we click on assignment, then we give assignment. If you want to give some quiz assignment or questions or materials, we click on these options and then we provide them the materials, and all those content they come at one place over here. But what we have to do, we have to arrange this content according to topic. We have to arrange this content according to topics. Now here these contents are not arranged according to topics. Now how to arrange the contents according to the topic? Now again I am telling you how to arrange the content according to topic. Like here I have created one topic. The topics will always come on the left hand side. Like here there is one topic, MySQL is one topic. Same way you can create another topics. When you will click on a topic, the content related to that particular topic will appear on the screen. Like for example, when I click on MySQL, the content related to MySQL will come over here. But since I haven't placed any content, so it's blank over here. Now how to create a topic? Now to create a topic, I will click on create, and you will choose the option topic over here. There's an option called topic. So you have to choose the option topic. So when you click on topic, it will ask you to add a topic. You can give any name to a topic. Suppose I have written over here Python, Python. Now Python is a programming language. It's not the Python that you think about, right? So I click on add. So when I will click on add, my topic will be added over here. Now this is the topic that I have added. This was the first topic. You can change their orders also. Also you will find these topics here also in the middle center of the screen. When you will scroll down, when you will click on these three arrows, three dots, you will find this option move down. You can change their orders. Now Python is gone down. If you want to delete it, again click on these three buttons, three dots, and choose the option delete. It will be deleted. Now how to add content inside a particular topic? Like suppose I want to give some questions to the student. So I will click on create, choose the option. If I want to give assignment, if I want to give video materials or audio material. So what teachers have to do? Teachers have to create their video lesson, and then they have to upload it over here. The reason behind creating video session is that generally what happens that sometimes due to some network problem or or it can be any other problem, students are not online when teachers are online. So whatever teacher is taught in the class, students will not get it. So if you're creating a video session, you can upload it over here in your Google Classroom, and even if the teacher is not online, the student can go and see the video session. And if they are having any doubt, the teacher can give a particular day on which the doubt can be solved. Now, how to add a particular content on a particular topic to a particular topic that I was telling you. So I will click on create, and suppose I want to give questions to the students. Click on questions. I want to give questions related to my SQL question. You can give instruction which is optional. Solve it in copy and show it before due date. Now solve it. I have given the instruction, solve it in copy and show it to me before due date. Now how the student are going to show it to me before the due date? Now I will tell you the procedure for this also, how they are going to show the content to you and how to set the due date. Now look this side, towards the right hand side, you will find certain options. Now here you can give points to the student. If you don't want to give any points, it can be ungraded. If student shows you the content, if they have completed their work, you can give them points depending upon whatever point you want to give. Suppose I want to give them 10 points if they complete their work. Now here it is the due date. I want that before 20th of May they have to complete it. They have to show me the content. So I can give them a due date. This is the due date. Before this date you have to complete and show the task to me. Now how the student will show the task, that I will tell you. Then either you can create your own questions while clicking on doc and then type the content, or if you have already created a Word file or PDF file which consists of questions or the contents, click on add. If you are having content in YouTube, there's a YouTube video, you can click on YouTube and share the link also. I will click on file option because I've already created a file which consists of the questions. So select files from the device. I've created a file which consists of questions. So I'll upload it. So this has been uploaded. This is the questions. Now where will this question go? I want these questions to go in a particular topic. So here you will find a topic option. So this is the topic option. Right, this is the topic option. I want the content should go in a particular topic. So here is the topic that I have created, MySQL. I want that this contents go in a MySQL topic. So I'll click on MySQL. Students can reply to each other. You can choose this option if you want. Students can edit the answer. No need to choose this answer. Choose this option. So this is the topic that I have created. I want that this content should go in this particular topic. So I'll choose the topic MySQL over here, and they have to complete this task within the set date, the due date May 20, and on completion they will get 10 marks that I have assigned over here. 10 marks. You can assign some other marks. If you don't want, you can leave it. You can choose the option ungraded. So this is the procedure for assigning a particular task according to a topic. So once you have done this, it's saved. So when student will click on this topic, they will find the topics on the left hand side. When they will click on a particular topic, the content related to that particular topic will appear on their screen. So they will know which content belongs to which topic. So if you want to give them some assignment topic wise, this way you have to give them the task. Again I am telling you how to create a topic. You choose the option create, and again you will choose the option topic. You can give any topic. I have given here the topic MySQL functions. I want to add video in this particular topic, which I have already created. You can also post a link from a website that student can see. So I'll click on create and study materials, functions, and MySQL. Click on add file. I want to select the file. Click on select. Browse for the file wherever your file is present. Upload. Once the data has been uploaded, you have to select the topic in which you want to place this content. So when you click on this topic tab, there is a drop down arrow over here. All the topics that you have created will come over here. Since I have created 2 topics, 2 topics are coming here. If I create 10 topics, all the 10 topics will come over here. So I want this content should go in MySQL function topic. So I'll click on the option MySQL. Now since this is a study material, so you won't get any due date over here. The earlier one, it was a question paper. So in question paper section you will get due date. So when this is done, choose the option post. It will be posted in this particular topic. So when you will click on MySQL, or when student will click on MySQL, they will get this option. They can click on it and they can go through the presentation that I created. This is the presentation. Same way, if they want to, when they will click on MySQL, they want information related to this topic, they will click on this, and then they will find questions, and these questions they have to do before the due date and submit the answers to you. The procedure for creating questions, I am again telling you. Click on classwork, create, choose the option questions. You can also choose the option assignment if you want to give assignment. So when you will give this, you will find the due date, points, and the topic. Accordingly, you have to select. Now this was the procedure for creating topic and placing the content topic wise. Since I have already these are the content which I have already created. I want to place this content on a particular topic. Like suppose this is the content that I want to place it in MySQL. So when you will click on this content, over here you will find 3 dots. Right? These are the 3 dots that you will get when you click on this. Here you will find 3 dots. The 3 dots. If you want to edit, choose the option edit. Choose the option edit. When you will choose the option edit, this window will appear. Wherever you want to place this, like suppose this is my MySQL video lecture. It is a video lecture, and it is an 8-minute video lecture that I have created. I want to place this video in MySQL topic. So these are my topics, MySQL topic. So this video lecture that I have already created earlier, I have already placed earlier, but it was not in a particular topic. Now I placed it in a particular topic. Choose option save. Now this particular video that I have created over here will also go in MySQL topic like this. Now there are two contents over here. One is your MySQL video, the other one is the questions that I want the student to solve. And once they have solved it, they will find it option over there. When they will solve it, they can upload the images of the content they have done. Now how they will upload the content so that the teachers can see it, that I'm going to tell you just now. Now once they have uploaded the content, the turn in option automatically this will be increased. Now suppose there are 11 students to whom I have assigned this task. If 10 students have completed it, this will become 10 over here. Now how the students are going to submit the content to you and what is the procedure for that? Now suppose this is the Google Classroom of a student. Now suppose this student, he want to submit a task the teacher is told to complete. Now suppose teacher has given student a task to complete question answer. So what generally we do, we click on this particular option, question and answers of chapter 2, click on it. Now suppose I am a student right now, okay. So view assignment, the student can view the assignments. If they want to write any comment, they can write the comment. Now here you will find this option called mark as done. So when student will click on this option mark as done, that means the student has completed their task. You didn't attach work for question and answer of chapter 2. So your teacher will just see it's done. If you will choose the option mark as done, but don't do it, and click on cancel. So when the student will click on mark as done, because this is the ID of student, when they will click on mark as done, the teacher will know that their task has been done, but they cannot see the proof. But the teacher wants proof. We need proof that the student have done it. So what students have to do, they have to complete their work, they have to take a screenshot of the work that they have done, or they have to click a picture of the work that they have done through their mobile. They have to keep it in mobile or in their desktop computer or in their laptop, and then you have to click this option add or create. The student have to click on this option add or create. This you have to tell the student. If they want to send you the content, click on add or create. Don't click on this, not in this, don't click on this. You have to click on the first one, not the second one. Okay. So when student will click on add or create, they will choose the option file over here, because they have saved it as a file, their content. So they don't tell them to choose the option doc, slide, anything else. Just choose the option file. So when you will click on file, because they have to upload the file, the system will ask them to upload a file. Select the file from your device. You have to select a file that you want to upload. Suppose this is just a dummy file. Suppose I want to upload this file. So this is the file that I want to upload. Depending upon the size and the net speed, it will take some time. So once this has been uploaded, the teachers can see the task, whether the student have done it or not, whether it is correct or not. So the teachers can also see it, whether the student has done it correctly or not. So once this is done, the teacher will know that the student have done it, and then they can assign, and then the student will be assigned a particular marks according to the marks allotted by the teacher. Now suppose over here the teacher is allotted 100 marks for this. The student completes this task on before due date, that particular student will get 100 marks. So once you have uploaded, you have to choose the option turn in. Choose this option turn in. So once you have uploaded, after uploading, choose the option turn in. This option you have to choose. Turn in. Now this will come the screen. One attachment will be submitted for question and answer of chapter 2. Choose the option turn in. As soon as you choose the option turn in, the teacher will know that you have completed a particular task on this and this date, and the teacher can also see it. If there is a mistake, the teacher can tell the student that you have done this and this mistake, so rectify it. If the student want to unsubmit it, by mistake student have submitted some other task or the wrong task, the student can also unsubmit it. When you can get this option again, unsubmit. When you click on after submitting, you will get this option unsubmit. When the student will click on unsubmit, this dialog box will come. Unsubmit, cancel or unsubmit. Choose the option unsubmit. Now again this is unsubmitted. The student can again delete it, and again choose the option add or create file and add a new file. So this way the student can show the task to the teacher. So this is the procedure for showing the task on due date to the teacher. So this you have to tell to the student how to send the task to you, how to send the work that they have done, or how to show the work that they have done to you. So I hope this is clear to you. So what you have to do, the teachers have to create the content topic wise. This way all the content should be topic wise. It shouldn't be randomly placed. It should be arranged properly in a topic. All the content related to a particular topic should be arranged in a proper way, so that students find it very easy to go through the topics to correlate the content to a particular topic. I hope all this is clear. If you are still having any confusion, any problem, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.